working visit to the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago by a delegation from the National Assembly of Zambia. The Executive Committee of the Trinidad and Tobago branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association recently received a delegation from the National Assembly of Zambia to the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago for an orientation visit. The visit, which ran from January 30th to February 3rd, 2023, entailed presentations on several topics by various members of Parliament and senior managers. The second Deputy Speaker sat down for an interview with the Parliament channel. What is the current structure of the National Assembly?
Okay, the current structure of Parliament in Zambia is that it becomes Parliament when the President is in attendance, and he attends Parliament twice in a year. The rest of the time it's called National Assembly, and it's headed by the Speaker, Honourable Madam Nelly Muti, deputized by the two of us, the first Deputy Speaker, Honourable Sangano, and myself, who happens to be the second Deputy Speaker. We also have Government Chief Whip, who has his deputy. We also have Leader of the Opposition, and who has his deputy. And we have the Clerk with subordinates. And we have 18 departments, 19 departments who are also headed by the different head of departments. And in the House, we have 167 members who are members of the National Assembly, the Vice President, who is Leader of Government Business, the Speaker, and us, the two deputies, and other members. So in total, the composition of the National Assembly is 167.
What is the system of governance in Zambia?
The Zambian system of governance has evolved three major phases over a period of time. As you are aware, just like you, we are a former British protectorate. We got independence from Britain in 1964. And during that time, we had a multi-party system. That system was there from 1964, not until at a time, 1973, when Zambia became a one-party state. And then from there, it was a one-party state for a longer time. And during that time, at the time of independence, we had 75 members of parliament, and 5 were nominated. And then when it became one-party state in 1973, we had 110 members. And thereafter, in 1990, the same article that made Zambia to be a one-party state, it was repealed in 1990, and we reverted to multi-party state thereafter until now. So Zambia is a multi-party state, and it's a democracy that has allowed free other parties to participate. Currently, there are 3 major parties that we have. One is the ruling party, which has got 84 seats, and the former opposition party, the Patriotic Front, has got 58 seats, and we've got one party, PP, the name again, they have just 1 seat, and our constitution also allows people to run as independent candidates. So we've got 13 members of parliament who are independent. And we've also, our constitution allows the head of state to nominate. So we've got 8 members of parliament that the president nominated. So bringing to the total membership of the House to 267. But our governance system in Zambia is a multi-party system, which allows as many political parties as possible, those that want to participate. It's a free democracy.
What is the role and function of the second Deputy Speaker?
The second Deputy Speaker is, it works in tandem with the Speaker. As I alluded earlier, the Speaker is the head of the legislature. So the functions of the Deputy Speaker are those that the Speaker does. And so the Deputy Speaker, at a time when he sits in for the Speaker or the first Deputy Speaker in the House, he ensures that there's a decorum in the House. Business is conducted in a cordial manner. He presides over the House. Other than that, the Deputy Speaker also is the chairperson. If the first Deputy Speaker is busy or has been assigned by the Speaker to do other functions, becomes the chairperson of the whole House and reports back the resolutions of the whole House to the Speaker. And also in our Parliament, we've got 4 House Business Committees, and all these 4 are presided by presiding officers. The Speaker presides over 2, the Standing Orders and House Business Committee. The first Deputy Speaker presides over privileges and absentees. Myself, who happens to be the second Deputy Speaker, I preside over Reforms and Modernization Committee. And this committee is responsible for coming up with reforms, you know. So, and the other functions that are unlimited, that can be assigned to me or to my committee by the Standing Orders Committee. So the roles of a Deputy Speaker is also that the Speaker does, especially in the House. The second Deputy Speaker is also part of the administration.
How do you see this visit impacting your work as a presiding officer?
The experience here has been quite revealing. We've learned a lot. Though there are some distinctions between this Parliament and ours, as you are aware that this is by camera, us is unicameral, but still there's a lot of how the business of the House is conducted and how a presiding officer should react to situations. And also we've learned how, from administration point of view, how the presiding officer helps in ensuring that there is cordial environment at the institution. So these are some of the things that have been so beneficial to me and my delegation.
Your closing statements.
What I can say, Trinidad is quite a peaceful country. It's a rainbow country, a country of diverse, different races, all of them living in harmony, and I appreciate the level of development that I've witnessed in Trinidad. I think I underestimated what I saw, but there's a lot of infrastructure development that I've witnessed in Trinidad, and looking forward that we can engage at that level with Zambia, so that also Zambia can have an exchange program in terms of business. There are things that we produce in Zambia that can be sold in Trinidad, vice versa. There are things that you produce here that can be sold in Zambia. So what we need is more cooperation between the 2 countries, so that together we can move in the same direction and develop our countries.
A working visit to the Parliament of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago by a delegation from the National Assembly of Zambia.